Utopia of the Seas sets sail. Princess Cruises is not going to use some of the activities ever on their new ship. And Royal Caribbean looks to bring a new ship to the UK in 2026. Find out all about that news next. Hi guys, it's Shipbased here, and this is this week's cruise news. Just before we get into news, I thought I would just specify this isn't my normal backdrop. I normally have a huge, gigantic Independence poster. If you just check my previous news or any videos I've done sitting here, you would have seen it. It doesn't look very good. I duct taped it to the wall. It wasn't my finest idea. I am going to put it back up tomorrow. I am off, so yeah. And this is for my previous one that I just never took off because I just duct taped it on top. I sellotaped Britannia to the wall, so there is some sort of cruise ship theme behind my head. And just before I get into the news, I am on Independence, Allure, and Icon. I'm doing ship tours, cabin tours, cruise ship reviews, all coming over the next 2 months. So definitely want to press that subscribe button and stay tuned for all that content coming. We're also going to do like reviews of the hotels we're staying in before pre-cruise hotels. We're staying in one on the South Beach and one near the airport. And we're also doing a day hotel just before we get off the ship and go onto the airport. And we will be doing a review about that as well. And we'll just do like maybe some little vlogs here and there. See what goes on while we're on board the ship. So definitely stay tuned for all the content. We're eating at some of the specialty restaurants on board the ships as well. Yeah, lots. We've just booked to go to the baseball as well. This isn't anything you probably care about, but we're going to see what that's like as a UK person going to the baseball. We're going to see the Miami Marlins versus Philadelphia something. Experience. We'll see what it's like. So yeah, now let's get into the news. And the first bit of news I got for you guys this week is about Princess Cruises and Sun Princess. Now this is a really weird one that I saw the other night, and it's quite amazing. On their brand new ship, they have 3 of the activities, and I did a whole video about this ship, or the new ships coming out in this year. And I thought this was one of the amazing things that they were adding that would bring Princess Cruises into like the family, maybe even me to go on it. I did look, and I never actually knew that they never opened. It's the ropes course, the glider, and like another ropes course. It's like the whole like complex. Like basically, it's going to be shut down. They're never ever going to open it. So it's not being shut down. It's just they're never going to open it, and they're going to remove it. It seems like such a waste of time, waste of money, waste of advertising because they advertised that they were making these things. Yeah. So I've done research on it, and I've just heard that they're closing it down. They have not given any reason that I can find. So it's a really, really weird one. And I don't understand it because they advertised, and I thought, oh, that looks cool. The big ropes course, the glider, and the other thing. I need to find out the name. But it just seems really weird that they just completely like shut it down. So the 3 things are the roll glider, coaster climb, and ropes course. That's the coaster climb. I forgot. I think. Yeah, and it looks. The picture of it looks such a good ropes course, and they're just removing it, and no one's ever going to go on it. It seems completely weird and a waste of money, space, and people designing it. I don't understand it. So yeah, it's yeah, really, really weird. And they said stay tuned. They're going to figure out what they want to do with the space, but the ship's sailing. So when are they going to remove it? When are they going to add the new thing? Like I said, it seems such a mess. And I do not understand it at all. But that is. Put in the comments below. What do you think the reason why they would they get rid of it? Because I think it's a really weird. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Something not open. I know it was some things like when the Watertide on Freedom of the Seas was closed for a long period of time when it first opened. But at least it opened, and it is going now. It doesn't make any sense. It's blown my mind. So yeah. Put in the comments below, what do you think? Why is it closed? Royal Caribbean is significantly changing Ovation of the Seas itinerary. 2025, I'm going to read it just to make sure it's 100% right. At the end of March 2025, Ovation of the Seas will transition from sailing out of Sydney to relocate to Los Angeles via Singapore and Hong Kong rather than I hate pronunciations. Tianjin. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that. So she'll be in Los Angeles from May 28th to late 2025. There's no information if they're going to be replacing the one that they have just cancelled. Obviously, the bookings were not there, and they see and mark it somewhere else. So yeah, that's a significant change. I do not think the itineraries have been announced, but they're in the process of cancelling and moving to people to it. Obviously, people who are booked on that ship will get priority to move to something else. So yeah, we will see when they do announce those itineraries. Royal Caribbean's brand new ship, Utopia of the Seas, has set sail. And to be honest to you, I know people don't like, some people who do follow this channel do not like the big ships, but for me, who has been on most Oasis class ships, I've been on Allure, Harmony, Symphony. No, I have not been on Allure. I'm going on Allure. I'm booked on it twice. Harmony, Symphony, Wonder, and now Allure. Wants to try and squeeze an Oasis this year, but it's not looking like I'm going to. They are they just like the upgrades have looked really good. Some of the things that they have added to the new ship looks amazing. From all the videos, but mostly it's travel agents, so of course they're going to say stuff good. And the first actual revenue sailing has just set sail, but everything really looks good on the Utopia of the Seas. And it's also doing they're doing a 4-night cruise, and they're stopping twice at Perfect Day. They're going to Perfect Day, Nassau, Perfect Day, so that's quite a cool cruise. So yeah, they had a massive send-off with Meghan Trainor, which happened last week, and now this is his first revenue sailing from Port Canaveral. And they're talking so much on the ship about this is the best weekend away, and because this is the first ship ever to debut as a 3 to 4 night Oasis class ship, and this is the first Oasis class ship not to come out as the world's largest cruise ship as well. Royal Caribbean is looking to bring a new ship to Southampton in 2026. Cruise ship Wally messaged me last night saying Liberty of the Seas might be coming after its dry dock, and I looked over all the port schedules last night at 2 a.m. when I was supposed to be at work at 7, which I did turn up on time. That it is booked in multiple ports across Europe, mainly the Havre. I can find many cruise ports don't actually announce them or post them till the cruise line announce them, but there's a few, Gibraltar and Le Havre mainly, that post them years in advance. You can check like as long as you can, probably like 28, 29 you can look, and there's not really anything there, but it's still an option. So yeah, it's looking like we're getting an older ship, even older than Independence. It is after a refurb, so that gives me a tiny bit of hope that it might just be like a nice, like gets its raw amplified, have the nice new lime coke, and if it gets like an update like Navigator, then I would be very excited with the big water slides, and that ship looks really good. They really put that back up into like the standard that is to like, well, for the size of ship and how old the ship is, they put it into the market. Like it can like hold itself today. But like Independence is coming 2025. It's weird for it to just come back one season when they're just doing this big thing. Independence is coming back, and then we're taking away again. Maybe the bookings aren't there. I also do think Royal Caribbean in general needs to do shorter sailings in the bed. Someone did ask them, and I did agree with it. Ask Michael Bailey on the ship, especially with like every ship. I'm not talking about UK now. I'm just talking about the Mediterranean. Every ship does 6 nights or more. Oh, there's some odd sailings of Allure next year. There's a 4 and 5 nights. That's rare, just because it's doing its refurb. Otherwise, if it wasn't doing its refurb and doing some shakedown cruises, it would just be doing the same 7-night itinerary. But they need to do more of those, because those are the ones I have booked, because I saw them and was like, oh, they're actually not doing a 7-night sailing on Oasis class in Europe. I'm going to do it. They should do more of those. Other ships as well, Odyssey of the Seas, maybe even like coming up to like, maybe do like, because it goes from Rome, maybe go to Barcelona, Marseille, Palma, just do shorter sailings, because everything on Odyssey is like 8-9 nights more. We're on 12 nights next year on it, which I'm very excited about, but like I could be able to fit more ships in and do more stuff if they did offer it around Europe. In America, if I lived in like America is a big place. Let's say I lived in Miami. This is all hypothetical, really stupid. I don't know why I'm mentioning it. But there's literally Utopia 4 nights. There's literally like the amount of ships that just, I know Icon's doing all 7 nights, but then there's Allure in Miami, and then there's Independence. There's And then there's a lot, I can't name them all off the top of my head, there's so many ships, but they're all doing 3-4 night sailings, and that's how people rack up all those points, because they do cheaper sailings. But in Europe, all you have options is maybe a 2 night to Bruges that's like £700 a person, or you have like 12 nights that's £5,000. Like it's hard to get on the Royal Caribbean ship now without giving away like your whole savings account. So yeah, they should start doing more shorter sailings, because MSC is just taking up, unless they think MSC is taking that market with their shorter sailings, especially from the UK, and that you can jump on and off at any ship really, any port where you do. I've done a 1 night sailing. I've got a 2 night sailing booked on board Utopia. So yeah, maybe that's. I've done a 3 night on. No, I've done 2 night on Bellissima. I've done a 5 night on Grandiosa. Maybe they just think that's the market for MSC and they don't want to get into it. So really weird, and I think they should start offering them. Maybe look into it for the next season that they need to announce. But yeah, really interesting time for Europe, because it just feels like with Royal Caribbean, it just feels like Southampton isn't their priority. It's definitely Barcelona and America. They do not care about the UK, in my opinion. If they're just going to bring another older ship, Liberty of the Seas. Not even, it might be a waste of money, but even like test the waters for like something new. I'm not talking a waste of class, that's just a waste of time here in the UK because of the weather. But maybe like an Odyssey, or maybe bring like, they moved Anthem to Singapore. Why can't they bring something like Spectrum or Ovation, like something just like slightly newer or different? Odyssey or something like that. Just, or maybe swap Anthem and then Odyssey around or something like that. It's just something a bit different, something newer, not just. Oh, so here's Independence. So the last, like, since 2008 we had Independence, Anthem, then we had Independence again, then we had Anthem again, then we had Independence, and then we just got Liberty of the Seas. So it's basically just Independence with a different name on it. They're so boring, especially in the UK. Okay, yes, I have booked Independence. I have been on it 10 times from the UK. It was here for a long period of time. Also, we like the people that worked on it. So it's just like, what they're just bringing out they're bringing the same ship just with a different label on it. Then they're giving us the same one, and then they're giving us a different one, but it's the same one. It's frustrating for me as a Royal Caribbean fan. I love their ships. I love like the service and stuff. It just seems impossible to like, especially from Europe, because next year I know I'm booked on Odyssey, but then it's a lot of money. I would love to do smaller sailings, but do more of them, get more ships, see more stuff. But yeah, that's just me. I've had a little rant. It's been like 5 minutes long. I'm sorry. That is all the news I got for you guys this week. Thank you so much for watching. I went on a bit of a tantrum there. So yeah, it's just a bit frustrating as someone who wants to do a lot of cruises, but I don't want to be spending £5,000 on each cruise, because that's just for me. I'm just a chef. I can't afford it. I have to save up. I booked Icon maybe it's just over 2 years ago when I go on it, to make sure I saved up enough money for it. But then that's not possible every single time. I made an exception because I wanted to go on Icon. So yeah, it's very interesting time, and see what they do, because they were saying they were looking into it. So you never know. Not gonna get my hopes up because they disappoint every time. So thank you so much for watching. It's been Shipfaced here. If you like what you see, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated, and it really does help me out. Thank you to my members, Cruising for One and my dad. It's very much appreciated. If you want to find out all about the Shipfaced crew, link in the description below. Definitely go and check that out. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, so link in the description below. Go and follow me on those platforms. Thank you so much for watching. It's been Shipfaced here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I said that really fast.